Hey everyone, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to Homestuck. We are in Act 6, we are in the new universe, and we have just been introduced to Jane Crocker here, who is pretty much obvious, I think, Nana. And then Jake English, but I don't think we have seen it, he looks like John. That's Grandpa, and well, the other two we haven't seen their faces yet, but I think we were just about to do stuff, I don't know. Jane capture log aw. Right, we're looking at her chest. Her magic chest, holy crap. Wait, oh right, she has a recipe book. Forgot about that mess. Your soul dex is so great, you shudder to remember some of the old shitty fetch Mari you used to struggle with when you were younger. Still learning the capture logging ropes. Fibonacci heap? Blow at the effing noob. Jane, inspect books. Who are we calling a noob? Detective Pony Pals. Hell fucking yes! What is that book, man? Is this Maple Hoof? Or this universe's version of it? I don't know. You have a cookbook, which of course was made obsolete by your computerized talking bowl buster. You wouldn't dare part with it though. Too many wonderful memories. There's Anderson's aforementioned book, Wise Guy. His cave knee stories are gripping, in a way. And then there's a customized copy of Pony Pals, a gift to you on your 14th birthday from the slippery Mr. Strider. Each page contains lovingly handwritten commentary on the deeds of this intrepid young horse. Jane, check out Gris widget. Man, look at this, all this tech, they have widgets and stuff. Back in our old universe days, we didn't have all this cool stuff. This thing's a piece of junk. It just wastes your boon dollars and destroys your cool gear to produce these stupid things that look like gushers. But unlike gushers, which serve many practical purposes, like inducing vomiting and simulating the experience of eating plump insects, okay, gross, these things are totally useless. Jane, insert hat card. Also, you already have boon dollars even though we haven't began the game yet? 10 boon dollars? Okay, you'll try it out with one of your less prized possessions just to prove how dumb it is. You never liked this hat much. It makes you look like a gnome and basically isn't funny at all. You pop the card in. The Gris widget indicates it will cost 10 boon dollars. Oh, this is the cost. To convert this object into Gris. This was the thing I was talking about, like when you have some crap that you don't want, turn it back into the Gris, then you make more cool stuff. Man, we didn't have all this cool stuff back, you know, in the good old universe. That's not too bad, you guess. It's not like the currency has much value anyway. It was introduced as a sort of BCC or BC Corp fun bucks to be used by youngsters specifically on qualifying merch online and stuff. Brilliant business strategy, really. As heirs to the empire, you are naturally endowed with millions, which you have a reputation for being very generous with. You have been considering using your wealth to set up a scholarship fund to allow underprivileged kids to go to Boone College. I don't know if they want to go there, but that's cool. Jane, activate. Man, she's all rich and stuff. Holy crap. Well, that's a bit inconvenient, but hey, you get your Gris back. See? Utterly pointless. You hope Crocker Corp was going somewhere with this technology, because if not, this product is first in line for getting the axe when you're in charge. Jane, wear Tiara Top. You put on your highly fashionable Unreal Heiress dot wave Tiara Top and flip it on. It immediately hums to life as its blazing fast processes mingle with your dots. It is the most efficient computing technology in the world by far, as long as you don't wear it for too long. But aside from a few migraines, you can't possibly imagine any "why is there white text here, huh?" I thought we were done with that crap. You can't possibly imagine any obey drawbacks that cease reproduction could come with submit, merging, consume your thoughts with, embrace your calling, experimental technology, conform to social order, from an stay asleep, extremely powerful, die, corporation. Wait, what? Okay, hold up. Whose thoughts are these? It's not our favorite vanilla milkshake, is it? I hope not. Jane, continue vigilant window gazing. Cause I sure as hell hope he's not in this place too, trying to send his evil, creepy thoughts to our kids. Still no sign of the mail. Might as well keep the Tiara Top on while you look, even if it means suffering through all this bullshit pop-up ads. That way you can keep an eye out for Lalan while you're at it. Freaking Olive Garden. Was it Bakos? And then Green Giant. These are all Crocker Corpse crap. Broccoli and cheese sauce. Speak of the devil fucking Dickens. Jade, answer Lalan. This is Mutini, I guess. She basically looks like Rose. Tipsy Nostalgic TG began bothering Gutsy Gumshoe GG at 11:24. It's so weird how it's like all the same abbreviations, but they're like all rotated. Jane, hey, Janie, answer please. Answer, Jane. OMG, overreact much? I kept you waiting for all of 2 seconds. Where have you been today? Nowhere, just chilling here. When all of a sudden, it hits me that, oh my god, is her typing quirk just incorrect spelling? Cause wow, that we have something really fucking important to talk about. This hit you just now? We made plans to get in touch early this morning, and I have seen neither hide nor hair of you all day. It hits me that Jake's B-Day is coming up really soon, just a few days before mine. Remember? Or I guess it would be if it wasn't for the end of the world that's about to happen. Oh, for Pete's sake! I just wanted your advice on what to get him. Something sentimental, I guess, but I mean, I'm mostly tapped out of precious heirlooms at the moment, so I don't know. But not like anything coming on too strong. Something that says, this is totes platonic and everything. No eyebrow raising funny biz is going on over here, but still says, you know, call me if you wanna. Call me if you wanna. Grrr. Now I know you're joking around to get my goat. Yeah. The goat getting thing, I mean. But joking, oh no, I think not. You don't think that if I didn't say he was off limits on account of you being my best friend, I wouldn't be all the hell over that. Damn, that rugged sense of adventure, that delightful silly vernacular that's like weirdly and bewitchingly not self-aware. Those adorable teeth. Swoon. I don't even know what kind of typing this is. It's like a mix between Dave for the ridiculousness and I don't know, but it's like partly Dave and partly something else. No, stop. Well shit, Jane. What am I even supposed to do? I can't hit on anybody, and apparently I can entertain nary a frisky thought about any Bobby else, or any Bobby, because apparently everybody's off limits. Bunch of goddamn typos. Typos. I thought you did those on purpose. Shit sucks. You don't even let me say your dad is hot. Oh my god. Even though we both know he way the fuck is. I mean, come on. Come on. One. On. Yeah, because it's weird and you're drunk. Wow, underage drinking here. Correction. Drinking. Present tense. Grammar, Jane. Yeah, you're one to talk. I don't see why you don't try to court the favor of Mr. Strider. If you ask me, he and you are perfect for each other. Oh, Jane. So naive. So naive. Lordy, how can you be this far gone so early? It isn't even noon yet. You forget we live in very different time zones. It's a lot later here. You're 3 hours ahead of me. You will be amazed how much can happen in 3 hours. Yeah, you get shit-faced apparently. Tis, what would your mother have to say if she caught you? Pretty sure she wouldn't give a shit. I mean, she's the one who stocked the goddamn liquor cabinets in the first place. Is she really drunk, like texting or chatting here? Holy crap. I don't even think she ever had a drop in her life probably. So why else is she putting it there for? It was like a passive-aggressive dare for me. Aggressive. Just the sort of mind game she would play. Okay, why did the Lan mother and daughter always think the other is playing mind games with them? Weird family dynamics. So even if you're insane and paranoid theory happens to be true, your response is, screw it, time to help myself to all this mind game booze. Yup. Per macaw. Girl, you're completely impossible like this. I cannot believe you chose to do this today of all days. I should have known better. Here I am waking up bright and early, waiting all day with my nose pressed against this glass for the mail to come, and wondering if you'll ever log on, and all the while you're just getting blind sticking schnocker bottom drunk? What you waiting for? In the mail. Is something happening today or something? Ah, the alpha! Jeez Louise, you're hopeless. Oh yeah, that thing. Are you at all ready to play if it comes? I guess. But you sure you even want to play this thing? You know it's just what the Batter Witch wants you to do. Not this again. If you want to go ahead and be a chump, Jane, it's your call. I'm just saying. I know what a chump looks like, and you don't like no chump I ever saw. If you go through with this, I'll have to add your profile to my chump roll, which is like this real actual thing I maintain, instead of being a joke. Is that what you want? Want? The Batter Witch does not exist. It is an idiotic urban legend. How many times have I explained this? My great-great-grandmother, who founded the company and is accused of holding this identity, would have to be almost 200 years old if she were still alive today. Oh, I think she's definitely still alive today. The idea is such preposterous hogwash, it's hardly worth dignifying with a rational response. The ironic face, or the iconic face of the company, isn't even a real person. She was fabricated long ago during the company's fledgling years. Right. As you know, an alter ego, or something more sinister. Such cuckoo bird nonsense. In any case, I don't understand the nature of this second guessing. Besides chalking it up to your unwelcome inebriation, we had agreed you would play with me. You sounded excited about it. Have you even obtained your copy yet? Yes, obtained. Sure did. I don't know how to make her sound drunk. Through your various technologically cryptographic means, I presume. Oh, you bet. Hacked the shit out of those tight mainframes and all. Sad jackpot like a bunch of times. All those ciphers and bobby traps, backdoor trojans and whatnot, were no match for my codes. Snicker. I am quizzically narrowing my eyes, trying to solve the joke you are attempting, assuming it even is one. The joke here is that she hacked it. Okay, Jane, what I'm saying is that, in the parlance of baking, because I know that is what gets you off, is that it was a fucking cakewalk. Cakewalk. Oh. Like, by which I mean not to say her, I'm hot as shit, hackser bitch you ever knew. As dead late to the corporate grid ass she is beautiful. Which I am, but what I mean is shit wasn't even guarded. It was just some files that were there, unsecured, and I took them. Jacked them right off of that intraweb telematrix. Didn't apply lipstick, femme fatale style, and was like, shit, yes, I all kinds of know how to use my web browser to download several files. Really? Yeah, so now I got it. If you really want to play, which you shouldn't. That is a bit puzzling. I thought this software was highly proprietary. I told you, she wants you to play. Wants us all to. Part of her big plans. And you're playing right into them. Like, Yes, I know. You've made yourself clear. But what doesn't add up about your story is, I believe somebody doesn't want me to play. How else do you explain the recent attempts on my life? What recent attempts on your life? Dunno. Someone out there wants the stock price to take a hit? There. Or it's just more connivings of the witch. So this hypothetical monstrosity wants me to succeed, but also wants me to die? Makes a lot of sense. Wouldn't put it past her. Makes you feel persecuted? Redoubles your determination to play? You advance your plans in whatever incomprehensible way, until suddenly you did everything she needed you to, at which point you become crazy expendable, yo. And then? She expends you? Like a wad of boondollars on shitty BC merch? I see. This is sounding less like a crackpot conspiracy theory by the minute. Whatever, all I'm saying is a bunch of stuff that's deaf true to the max. I'll send this file to you though, and what you do with it's up to you. So you want it now or what? It's tempting, and I'm curious as heck to play it. But the mail should be coming any minute. I've waited this long for it, so I might as well use the official disc addressed to me. When it comes, I do hope you'll change your tune. Not to mention brew yourself a pot of coffee and sober your drunk butt up. My drunk butt's tune will stay as unchanged as it will remain not drunk. Mark my barley career words. Okay, fair enough. But I believe that when we start playing together, you'll come around. Personally, I can hardly contain my excitement over it. If years ago someone told me, which incidentally someone did, that today I would have an exclusive opportunity to play with what is absolutely the most cutting-edge immersive simulation game ever released, developed by a company which has already done so much for the advancements of humanity, I would have said, shucks Buster, sign me up. Jane? Yes? Jane! What? Jane, did you know that I am utterly in love with the fact that I have a best friend? who says things like, "Shucks, Buster? Shush you, drunkie!" Oh. Oh! Oh! What the fuck? The thing! The flappy thing! The mail has come! The flappy thing. Oh, that's a move. The flappy, swingy doodad. The arm dealy. The dealy lalan. The dealy. What? The god darn red swingy flappy lever arm thingamabob, whatever it's called, on the mailbox. Breathe, Crocker. Slow breaths like this. I'm breathing regular, FYI. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's up. I don't get a lot of mail out here, and I'm no mail expert, but doesn't that mean not the right thing? Like, you're supposed to put it up if you want something taken away, not have the guy put it up if mail comes? I think your mailman is quite possibly a dumbass. No, who cares about that? The dealy. The dealy! It's up, it's up. It's here, it's here, it's here. Ah! What? I'm so fucking at this. BRB. Gutsy Gumshoe GG, cease bothering tipsy, nostalgic TG. She's so drunk. Jane, prepare to retrieve mail. Was it a prepare to change your outfit or something? You scamper over to the door, but pause a second to think. Is your dad still washing the car? Hopefully he's still preoccupied so you can sneak out, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared for an encounter. Luckily, that is exactly what you are. Jane, don clever disguise. So this is like most definitely dad, right? Like John's dad? Why, is that his loving daughter? Or could it be none other than Inspector Jax Closor? Mr. Closor, what are you doing in this household? Can I bake you a cake? Please make yourself comfortable while I go about my business, not being suspicious. But wait, perhaps that is not so much the distinguished Inspector Closor as it is... Who, my daughter? The world-renowned investigator Hercule Poirot, because the little curly mustache is a lot cuter. The great Poirot in this house? Such an honor. I will set the kettle to boil straight away. Who would have guessed this home would be so heavily trafficked by famous French detectives at this time of day? Oh my, the good Poirot appears to be clucking little pleasantries in his adorable French accent through the high-pitched voice of an enthusiastic teen girl. I surely don't have the heart to ground this upstanding dapper gentleman, no matter how many dastardly attempts are made on her life. Is that who it is? Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. Jane, exit. What just happened? Choose your character. Is this back to the previous screen? Did I even read this earlier? Yeah, I'll read it after I go to Jake English's thing, I guess. And just like that, back to Jake. What was it you were up to? Alright, you were going to pick these dang guns up off the floor when you were interrupted by some fleeting, imperceptible thought. You kinda space out sometimes. Jake, about those arms? About those arms? You know, firearms? Okay, there's bullets everywhere. Two-time pistol kind. Right, you pick up your twin M9 Berettas, weapons of choice in an absurd arsenal inherited from an eccentric old woman. Guns are so cool. Your grandma was rad. Jane, examine holster belt. Is your authentic Tomb Raider sexy dice strap double holster, complete with cool scope buckle and everything. You like to think you will pull it off about as well as Croft herself? Well, we won't know until you wear it, Jake. Jake, wear it. Oh, sexy as hell. They're kind of ridiculously oversized, but sure. You like to think about that, but in truth you look ridiculous. You think you probably need shorter shorts to make it work? Probably skin-tight shorts too? As it is, the cuffs of your baggy shorts get kind of bunched up underneath the dice straps, which is uncomfortable and makes you look like a tool. Jake, okay, forget it. Maybe another time. Better off just keeping it in your strife deck. You can draw the guns faster from there anyway. Jake, examine bed. It's so weird, it's like all the strifes crap is back again. You think your bed is some sort of electronic gadget. You're pretty sure those bedpost globes are supposed to glow like light bulbs under certain circumstances, but you've never been able to figure out what purpose it serves. Just more mysterious junk inherited from your eclectic grandma. She also gave you these bed sheets when you were very young, which you adore, but only for sentimental reasons. You aren't too keen on monsters. Jake, examine posters. Which posters? Your whole room is nothing but posters. Sometimes you find it hard to focus on any one of them. You just relax your eyes and get lost in all the incredible heroes and adventures which exploded from the silver screen and into your bedroom, as well as your heart. Movies are so great. You have never seen a movie you didn't like. You're pretty sure. People give you a hard time for that though. Gosh, you love movies. Almost as much as you love skulls. And movies that have skulls in them? Oh my god. So wonderful. Jake, scope out those blue chicks. Is that why he's obsessed with the blue ladies? This is where it originated from. Even though this is a different version of Grandpa. This is your collection of beauties, but you don't call them that to anyone but yourself in private, because somehow even you are aware of how dorky that sounds. You are oft times the recipient of a good ribbing from Jane on account of your peculiar fascination with blue movie ladies. You don't have to justify yourself to her though. What is even her deal? Any fella would be off his rocker not to fawn all over all these bodacious blue knockouts. You want to make out with all of them. Yeah, maybe keep those thoughts to yourself. Okay, Jake, make out with all of them. Dear sweet Neytiri, I don't remember how her name is pronounced, from James Cameron's Avatar. Oh, if only you were the one who could have overcome his paralysis on an alien adventure planet to become her boyfriend, instead of that other guy. Then she could have shown you how to be bold and courageous and stand up to fight for your people, and maybe later engage in a bizarre extraterrestrial reproductive process involving ponytails and a magical tree, you guess? You'll show that curmudgeonly Strider who's just a gigantic shitty space furry. You will show him what marvelous creatures they are. You will show him what a daring dream it is and combine the finest qualities of humanity with... But seriously, you gotta stop kissing the stupid poster. Jake, stop kissing stupid poster. Yes, that was a waste of time, definitely. It's definitely not something you spend much time doing whenever you are alone, which is always. Anyway, here are some other great movies. Weekend at Bernie's? Classic. You really think John... Hold on, what? You really think John will like this movie if the things you have heard about him are true? So you just like randomly know John? Okay, weird. Even though it seems like all the Guardians in this world are dead probably? Except for maybe... Rose? Because it seemed like, you know, what's her face? Actually, we don't know her name yet, right? Rose's mom was talking about her mom, which is Rose. Okay, whatever. It's getting too complicated. Okay, John will like this movie. Guys in cahoots make the silly corpse of Bernie Lomax do zany puppet antics so their schemes can succeed. Guffaws aplenty as you have tried to tell Jade. What the hell? It's weird to do all the Guardians' names here now. Before practically verbatim. She doesn't much care for great movies like that, but that's alright. You love her anyway, and you think she's a blast. She says you sound just like John when you say stuff like that though, and that the two of you would get along famously. You can't wait to meet him. Also, there are some Cage flicks there, but who doesn't love a good Cage flick? Nobody is who. Dang, you would kill your hands on some authentic Cage movie memorabilia, but that'll probably have to remain a crazy dream. You never know. Jake, examine package. Speaking of John, this is his birthday present. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, this thing. I mean, we kind of knew that already, right? It is the project that has been taking up all your time lately, and today is the deadline to finish it. You have to send it to Jade so that she has time to ship it to him across the Pacific Ocean. The transmaterializer you have been using to ship it back and forth is wired to sync up your flow of time with hers, so it's not like you can just take forever with it and send it to the exact time she needs it. You've thought of that. And considering this bunny is probably going back to the early 20th century, when she and John were around your age, you figure the mail was extra slow back then, so there is not a moment to spare. Whew, time stuff is pretty complicated, but you are fairly sure you've got this figured out. Jake, examine Bunny. Sure is gonna be a sweet gift. Reminds you a lot of the old ratty bunny you inherited from your grandma, who of course is exactly who you are collaborating with to make this thing. Time loops make you feel a bit fuzzy in the head, but you've always suspected it could very well be the same bunny. Yeah, I think it's just the same bunny going in these loops like forever and forever and forever. I don't even understand how it's just not like crapped out at this point. At some point in the early 20th century, Jade gave this Robo-Rabbit to John, and then later it must have been wound up back with Jade, somehow. Then she removed all the robo parts hung on to it until she was an old woman, and gave it to you? You guys crazier things have happened, like the way this whole project started in the first place. Jade tells you this little rabbit here, or Terry Kaiser as you like to call him, will save John's life. He'll be sitting there on some sort of chessboard battlefield in yellow pajamas, reading a letter, when pow, Kaiser to the rescue. So you are taking this responsibility very seriously. You have been for years already. In fact, this project gave you a neat idea for what to do for Jane's 13th birthday a couple years ago. You and your other pals all coordinated gifts, each sending a customized rabbit. Lalonde happened to have another bunny heirloom like yours, and Strider, well, Strider was resourceful as usual. If John enjoys his gift anywhere near as much as Jane did, then it would be time well spent. There's just one problem. Mr. Kaiser here cannot be completed and tested today without a source of power. You would need a little chunk of uranium to power the robot, and you are fresh out of the stuff. Well, if only Jack, who stole the uranium, will just magically pop up here and maybe give it to you. You have been plundering all of your devices for uranium to refuel the transmaterializer, which requires huge amounts of power anytime it sendificates or it purifies the package from the past. Seems to you like excessive energy consumption for just a simple time machine? But what do you know? Unless it's doing something besides shipping it across time? You couldn't imagine what though. You really should have remembered to ask Jade for some uranium in your last letter to her. Now you're in a fix. You even yanked the uranium out of your cookalizer and refrigerator. You haven't had a decent meal in weeks. What have you been eating then? Just a lot of canned food from the ruins, okay? This project has been difficult enough as it is without additional bumps in the road like this. You aren't really the best guy at building machines. Jade has been a big help, but she says she couldn't do this alone. As much as it troubles your pride to admit, this project wouldn't be possible without help from your other two technologically savvy friends, and you are slowly coming to the regrettable conclusion that you will not be able to solve this uranium dilemma without asking for Strider's assistance. He's your best bro and all, but the dude never makes anything easy. Jake, take Bunny. Sounds like the Striders are always, what the hell is this? Holy crap, dude, what is this? The crazy man. Puzzle? More like Tetris if you ask me. Look at the way everything is like stacked together. That's Tetris. I mean, kind of. You stashed Terry in your puzzle modus. It's quite a handy modus, allowing you to capture log objects of any size, as long as you can fit them all in a finite space by maneuvering the cards around like a big game of Tetris. Oh, that's what I said. You like it because it keeps you sharp for solving any puzzle you might find when you go out raiding hollow tombs, which is never. The bunny fits in okay, but it's a tight squeeze. Okay, I feel like this is probably the best modus, right? Because you can just jam anything in as long as it fits, you know? Oh my god, what the hell? Is your modus freaking bigger than your house or some crap? It's gigantic. The space in your inventory is mainly hogged up by one incredibly huge thing. You guess you should get rid of it, but you can't shake the feeling you might need it someday, and you don't want to risk ditching it and be caught with your pants down later. First of all, what the hell is this? How can it fit? Jake, examine comics. Just breaking all the laws of, you know, modices. On your work table, there are a few comic books starring your favorite heroine of all, Spider-Girl. You don't know what it is, but there's something about a girl who has spidery powers and a sassy attitude that is just so cool to you. It's just another quirky fact about you that definitely doesn't have any greater significance and never will. Jake, take comics. Hey, the name tag is still here. Horse feathers! Forcing the comics into your puzzle Silodex knocked out a bunch of other crap. You've seriously gotta reorganize this thing. What were you even thinking, capture logging all those bullets one at a time? Anyway. Yeah, what were you thinking, man? Clean up that crap. Well, as long as one of your preposterously numerous computers has spilled out of your Silodex, you might as well stop procrastinating and contact Strider too. Hang on, maybe later. Jake, answer. Yeah, who wants to contact Strider? Nobody wants to talk to that guy. Uranian Umbra UU began cheering Golgotha's Terror GT at 5:45. Hello there, darling. Ahoy, madam. I don't relish troubling you with more arm twisting. I'm sure for all I've done so far, you've had a jolly good workout already. But you will be ready to deliver the package today, yes? I'm determined as ever to see this through. But as usual, events have conspired to make a boondoggle out of the prospect. I think I might be fucked. How so? Terry needs fuel and I don't have any left. I think I'm at Strider's dubious mercy for a solution, yet again. I'll have to ask him for help, and soon. Well, there you go, love. Better hop to it. Yes, I will. But also, there's the matter of the Rabbit's armaments. I don't imagine he'll do a lot of friggin' good in helping Grandfather Crocker from kicking the old bucket without them. Did you not say you supply these? I did indeed say so, and have already done. You did? When? In your future. I relayed the information enabling you to create the powerful weaponry yourself, and you did. You then sent them back in time. You may recover them in the ruins, which conveniently is where you must go to ship the package once and for all. Banged up plan we hatched, don't you fancy? I see. Yes, it sure is if that is the case. Then all that's left to do is find power for it. Oh, and also enough power for the stupid transmaterial Bob? Ugh, so much to do before shuttling this goddamn thing into the past. I mean, that is what I'm doing, right? Giving it to my grandma when she was a kid growing up on the same island I did? That is somewhat close to the truth, and I can see how you would draw that conclusion. But there's more to it you don't understand yet. You will sort it all out in time. These are among the dad-blasted casual or causal spoilers you refuse to dish out? Somewhat. It wouldn't hurt you much to know the truth, I imagine. It's just the truth is a wee bit complicated. Perhaps a draft of the cascading sequence from which your reality has arisen will put your mind at ease. Imagine two universes, A and B. Now imagine there are two instances of each universe, A1 and A2 and B1 and B2. Okay. The first instance of each is like a test run. That does not quite succeed. The second instance though will meet all of its purposes. Now consider that A begets A2, A2 begets B1, and B1 begets B2. And the participants of B2 are the ones who will make an effort to exit all this turbulence and federal. You are one of them, and your young ancestor is another, though she is presently stationed at B1. So you're saying B1 was the universe that we were in? Okay. And yes, she is in the past, though not quite as far as you believe, nor does she occupy the same street of continuity. I'm not sure I completely follow that, but okay, that's how I feel all the time, dude. That's the best I can do for now. Primarily because I will not risk wasting much more of your time. So you are still in contention that I will meet our elders as youths. Oh yes. Aha! Then I will be traveling through time. I knew it. Well, technically they could also be traveling through time and you will still meet. And you would never need to travel through time for that. Or they will be. Whichever it is. Which is it, by the way? Causal spoilers, Sir English? Yeah. Given the nature of the guest or the quest waiting for you, it wouldn't be shrewd of me to rule out the employment of time travel by any individual. But I will say that you're probably prey to a basic misapprehension about the nature of this rendezvous. It will not take place on Earth. It will happen inside the game you're about to play. Oh, well shit. Indeed. This is frightfully exciting. I would love to meet them. I never got to know my grandma very well, and it always seemed like she led an amazing and adventurous life. Then this seemed to be proven true in my correspondence with her, so really looking forward to it. So true. I pay a hefty ransom to get to know my forebears. I remember you mentioned your race doesn't really jive with ours, familiar speaking. Correct. I never knew those who one would identify as my parental equivalents. It is in the way my race propagates. Our ancestors precede us by millennia. Well yes, ours do too. But generally we have all these other people in between them, and the most recent ones are called parents. So I guess you do not have those? Like systematically? Nope, never did. Well, neither did I. Ms. Alien, I think we are like birds of a feather, you and I. When did I get to learn your name, by the way? Truthfully? It may be for the best that you never know it. It could stir up some things best left in their present equilibrium. And now I think I should box off and leave you to it. Who are you, man? Wait, but wait. There are still some things I'd like to know. About today, about this game. No more procrastinating. Contact your friend, darling. Yes, fine, okay, I will, but... just please tell me in the least causally spoilery way possible. What are we even trying to accomplish here? What is even the rootin' point of this game? I think you will have more fun than you can imagine finding out. But stated concisely, as short of spoilery as you so charmingly put it, your objective today is to pave the way for the arrival of gods. Kisses! Your Radiant Umbra you UFC sharing Golgotha's Terror, GT, Jake, unearth more computers, oh my god. You're all like freaking Jade. Or a gazillion computers. If you're going to message your good bro, you might as well use a more comfortable computing device. You always found the Homestuck to be a little clunky, way too hands-on. Here are just a few at your disposal. Your grandma always was an advocate of thorough preparedness. She would strongly advise staying not only armed to the teeth, but well equipped in the computational department. You've been taught you should really carry no less than 5 computers on you at all times, like a sensible person, of course. Jake, don computers. Hey! What? Isn't this Lord English's robe? And actually, now that I think about it, this is his head. What is going on here? I'm worried. You put on a few of your more ostentatious devices. Luckily, or unfortunately, you grew up alone, so there was never anyone to point out how ridiculous you look. These were also inherited from your grandma. In addition to being quite the globe-trotting adventuress, she was rather enterprising as well. Her company made many products like this to compete with the corporation owned by the cruel Baroness Razor. What? Hold up. Is his grandma not Jade? But that she was raised by a cruel... Wait, actually, she was, right? Actually, no. I'm getting so confused now. She was supposed to have been raised by Grandpa, who was raised. No, God, I was getting so confused. Nana was the one that was raised by the cruel Baroness. I don't even know. Whatever. Let's just get back to this. Sadly, BZ Corp eventually crushed her company and forced her into exile. You've always hoped that when Jane takes over that foul conglomerate, she will right all of its unspeakable wrongs. You know she will. You believe in her after all. Well guys, before we message our good bro, Strider, first name unknown, we're gonna pause here because I gotta ask what the hell. I mean, clearly, you know, when we first get introduced to him, he's like, Jake English. Oh, Lord English? But I don't think he's actually Lord English, but I think it's definitely related. Related how is the question though, because he clearly has all the signs of Lord English. I don't even know what I'm saying, but he has the code. He has that weird helmet thing. That's the computer actually, isn't it? I think that's the computer. So Lord English is probably just some kind of manifestation of some crap he created maybe? I don't know, but it's gotta be related somehow. I just haven't figured it out yet. Maybe once we find out more I will figure it out, but for now I will leave this video here. We're probably gonna be with Jake a little bit more because we haven't really learned everything we can yet about him, and then probably we're gonna learn about the other remaining 2 heroes of our story. First name's unknown as of right now, but Strider and Alan. Don't know what Strider looks like yet, but we've seen Alan and she just basically looks like Rose, so not really revealed there. But in any case, we will catch up on more of the story in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.